Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to ask you a question. We talked yesterday about where are your thoughts? And so, my question to you today is, do you have a consistent story that you've been telling yourself about how unlucky you are, or how things just don't work out for you, or how you just don't get what you want? I was in this boat. Before I started my manifesting journey, I really truly believe that I never quite got exactly what I wanted. You know that my in this podcast with May You Manifest Exactly What You Want. And I think the reason I'm so interested in people getting exactly what they wanted is it felt like sometimes I could get kind of close to getting something sort of like what I wanted, but never exactly what I wanted. And so I had this story and I had it for a really long time. In fact, when I was a kid, I I experienced some situations wherein it seemed like I couldn't get exactly what I wanted. And so I'm going to tell you this one story from when I was probably about 9 or 10 years old, and I took piano lessons at that time, and I was taking piano lessons with a teacher, but what my best friend, she was also taking piano lessons from the same teacher, and we had a piano recital. And at the end of this recital, the piano teacher gave us gifts. And she had given me this gift, and it was in my hand. And she said, "Oh, wait," and took it back from me and gave the one that she had originally given to me to my best friend, my friend. And then she gave me a different one. And she goes, "That one was for her, and this one is for you." And the thing that was in there was a pen, that was like a treble clef music note pen, and the one that my best friend got that was in my hand, almost mine, was a pink one. And my favorite color was pink. It still is pink. I love the color pink. And the one I had ended up with was yellow. And while I like yellow now, when I was a kid, I hated the color yellow. I did not like it. I didn't want anything yellow. And that's what I got. I got a yellow pen. And my friend got the pink one, the one that I wanted, the one that was exactly what I wanted. And I ended up with one that I did not want. And it's just a thing that stuck with me. But it was that's an instance that, like, obviously I have really strong feelings about, and I'm telling you that story. And that instance and some other instances in my childhood really led me to having a story about not getting exactly what I wanted. That other people got exactly what they wanted, but I didn't. And that story um really created in my life, right? So we talk about how our focus manifests, and my focus was on really being a person. My identity was really a person that didn't get exactly what she wanted. That occasionally she got close. Occasionally she got something that was good enough and she could accept and just be grateful for what I did get. And I sort of lived out that in my life, and that's what created in my life over and over again. And so I finally, when I started learning about manifesting and I started really sort of living into it and really started applying what I was learning and taking in what I was learning and really being like, okay, I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to manifest exactly what I want. I started doing this and noticing that I had this story running in the background. And I did affirmations, and I did focusing work about getting exactly what I wanted. And I tell you, you can change these background stories. You can become the person that you want to be. You can have the identity that you want to have. And you don't have to start by getting evidence that it's true, because that's often what we want, right? We want to see some evidence in our 3D reality that we can get exactly what we want before we start believing that about ourselves. But really, we need to take the step of faith into already believing that about ourselves, whether we've seen it in 3D reality or not. And so that is the lesson that I want you to practice today. I want you to really think, first of all, decide. Remember, the first step in manifesting is always getting clarity about what it is you want. What do you want exactly? Who do you want to be exactly? And once you know that, I want you to spend the whole rest of this day practicing being that person, practicing being the person who gets exactly what she wants or what he wants or what they want. So, with that, may you manifest exactly what you want.